WIIFTV PM.
WIIFTVP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTVP. Media's just for you and me.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like, man, he said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah. I don't like that one.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool.
How about about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Keep calling me, give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million, you just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the ease you give now. Please don't back down on me. You've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm out trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying, you know my love is never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That is, that is. Put your pride aside for me. That is. While I'm trying to get it, need it. That is. Put your pride aside for me. Put it aside, put it aside, put it aside, put it aside, put it aside. Put your pride aside, put it aside. On me. Steve Standing.
Let's reminisce, yeah. Woo. See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach? Playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets. And now we're taking flights from London to Belize. And we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met, let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna throw back. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. We were making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
WIFTPM.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Rolling solo dolo. Well, never rolling solo dolo because I can't do it if my man DJ Riis in the building.
This is the Maze Jackson Show on a Friday. It is Friday morning. It is supposed to be D-Day. Well, AJ Day, actually. AY Day. Anjanette Young Day. It is the day that we are supposed to hear the final report from the Inspector General on his way out. Now, I haven't seen anything in the press today, but I am waiting with bated breath. I got to tell you, I first of all, I'm not one to promote the other networks. Well, let me back up. I'm not one to hate on other people who break the stories. And I got to tell you that the insight provided, Chicago's Fran Spielman is got to be, she's probably the top City Hall reporter. Real talk. She gets all the scoops. She gets all the business. And I was doing my research this morning, and I had, I was planning on talking about the purge, and this weekend, and the mayor blinked. Shout out to Felicia Simmons Stovall, who sent me the video of John Catanzara talking about how the mayor was trying to divide and conquer. And quite frankly, man, I almost got lost in the swirl. Ooh, that's probably not the right thing to say. But I got lost in the mix of all of the hullabaloo that was going on. And then I picked up the story, and, I thought the biggest story of today was going to be that we were going to see the release of the Anjanette Young report, which apparently did not happen. He's probably going to save it till the end of the day. So, like, when you come to your work, do you come to work on your last day and you save the big surprise till the end of the day? Or do you come in the morning and have people talking about it? Or do you leave it with them to be talking all weekend? So I'm trying to figure out if Joe Ferguson is going to drop the report this morning, or is he going to drop it on Friday and then leave us to be cooking with it all weekend so that I can come in here on Monday and be on fire? So I was feeling a little disappointed when I got today's paper, or when I was looking through today's paper. I didn't get the paper, actually, until I came across this headline. And quite frankly, it was buried within the context of another story. So in today's, let me find it, because I got to find it for you. In today's Chicago Sun-Times, there is a story about a meeting that the mayor had with the Latino Caucus. And they said that the meeting was bombastic. The story headline says, Lightfoot clashes. Check this out. Hold on, come on. Lightfoot clashes with Hispanic caucus over her hires. All right. What would you say if I told you that Mayor Lori Lightfoot in a meeting told the Hispanic caucus that she's been better for black people than any mayor, including Harold Washington? Don't that sound like Donald Trump when he said, I've been the best president, even better than Abraham Lincoln? Think about the mayor. Lori says she has done better by black people in Chicago than Harold Washington. Now, I just need to tell y'all that it's a good thing our seniors. Because I feel like they would be down there throwing rocks at this woman, talking crazy. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later, because the mayor went off on the Latino caucus. However, you know what I think is funny? Perception. Because think about this. In my estimation, the mayor has been giving our piece of the pie away. She has bet heavy on the Latino community, and they just showed her she's still OJ. So we're going to talk about that. Think about the gravity of that. Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she is better for black people than Mayor Harold Washington. Maybe she's right. I don't know. What y'all think? We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I am also looking forward today to the Anjanette Young report that is supposed to be dropping by Inspector General Joe Ferguson. You know how you know it's bad? Because yesterday in the Chicago Tribune, who the mayor says she wasn't even talking to no more, she wrote a letter talking about, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for us. And because I know y'all forgot about Anjanette Young. I know y'all did. And since y'all forgot about Anjanette Young, Joe Ferguson finna remind you on the way out the door. Oh, but you know what? I done jumped into the joint. I've been starting talking to some headlines. I ain't been following the rules in a long time. And I forgot to say what's up to my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. How you feeling today, sir? I see you got your emoji hat on, your happy face. How you feeling?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm good.
So you had the long face earlier. I had to make sure you was straight.
Nah, man. I got it. It's pressure being Maze Jackson, man. It's just pressure. It's just pressure. Not nothing bad. It's just
diamonds. I heard though.
Hey, man. You know what? I already got my diamonds. I'm like, dang, what you trying to make, like titanium diamonds or something? Hey. It's all good though. It's all good. You know what? I have absolutely nothing in the world to complain about. My problems that I have to complain about are what you would call good problems, right? Like that's what you call a good problem. And so sometimes you know when you're blessed,
you blessed by the best, right?
The Lord is the best. I don't even want to turn this into the church show, but yeah, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. It's just sometimes it's just pressure. All right, but it is, man. So let's do this, man. Riis, since you here, we ain't got no Ruthie. Ruthie on the Tuesday, Thursday program now, so I'm going to have to find me a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what? That's okay. It's all good. Y'all gonna find out. I'm going to be like, all right, Ruthie. Ruthie going to come in. She going to have to sit in that chair again. And then Todd. Then what's going to happen is Ruthie and Todd both going to come in here one day. They going to come in on their off day. And they going to be like, hey, man, you sit in my chair. You ever came somewhere and somebody sitting in your chair and then you be like, and they don't move? They just be like, you like, hey, man, I'm the man around here. And they be like, I ain't know you was the man. I sure can't tell. Then you got to be like, Anyway, so shout out to, oh, Lord. All right, don't tell me y'all done started breaking my chairs. I can't put my elbow down no more. Oh, Lord. Here we go. The Maze Jackson. I'm about to start going into my mode. And it's payday today, too? Oh, yeah. I got an attitude. I think I'm about to have an attitude.
I just realized that I ain't even paying no attention to
it. Yeah, everybody be paying attention to it till it's time to send them time sheets in. Payday. Lord have mercy one day. One day. You see they done broke my chair, y'all. See this? I can't lock it in no more. I can't put my arm down. I can't. I ain't turning right. It's just, it's not, I ain't, you're not supposed, when you buy see? If I'm going to drop it again. That's all right, though. It's okay. It's all right. Just have to lower my standards again. There you go. Hopefully I can hold it there. All right, y'all. Maze Jackson Show. Let's see what else. Oh, tonight, the Sky are in the finals. I'm expecting big things. Is it Deladonna? Is that her name? Is it who the little white girl that be like, pew, pew, pew? She is like a little Ricochet Rabbit. Like, Candace Parker is on the squad, and, she come in with the old school every once in a while.
Yeah.
But, old girl, the little white girl, I'm not giving her no props. I'm not marking her at all.
I like Cooper on our team.
That's the black girl?
Yeah.
The big the girl with the long ponytail?
Yeah.
Oh, I like her too. Hey, man, but I'm telling you, watching that was like watching a high school basketball game to me. But I ain't tripping. Because did you see, what was dope about that game, though, was the last one I watched was the whole Phoenix Suns team the men's team was on the bench. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to change these chairs. Because this bad boy is blowing me already. All right, so tonight, the Sky, I'm still trying to debate if I'm going to get some tickets or not. I tried, I did my son. I said, hey, son, it's your son. Not that way, though. Hey, y'all, Riis scared. It's all right, though, because I'm going to fix you. Hey, man, you don't get to talk smack on one. You don't get to talk smack in the morning and have the evenings. It don't work that way. It just don't. So I'm just telling you. So you better find them a new outlet. I'm about to have a word ban around here. Oh, Lord. Man, Charlie.
I told you the DM let me know. I was like, oh.
I mean, I'm saying, why you make up a fake profile? You talk all that smack and then make up a fake profile. That's just crazy to me. But I was already petty on that, and I said that was the last day of being petty on that subject, so I'm going to keep on moving. Did you see the lions in the cave? It was so interesting. Did you see that the Brookfield Zoo spent $41 million to rebuild their lion's den? Remember we was talking last week about the domesticated lions in the zoo? And it's like they just spent $41 million doing it. Y'all, that just was so ironic to me. $41 million to put the lions in the cage so they don't bite nobody. Ain't that the reason you want a lion? Don't nobody want no lions that don't bite? I mean, really. If you know the lion ain't gonna bite, it's just a big cat. It's gotta be some level of danger to it for it to be a threat. So, domesticated lions, $41 million in the Lincoln Park Zoo. How about this one? Did you see that the charity, I can't think of what's his name. Let me find this dude's name because it's important for you all to pay attention to this. Stuart Nitskin of Deerfield. Stuart Nitskin of Deerfield is attached to the headline, ex-director of charity for disabled children, sentenced to 3.5 years for stealing nearly $1 million from program. Now, Riis, this goes back to my whole premise of the sweet lick and the social service millionaire combination. Oftentimes, we have been convinced that becoming social service millionaires allows for the sweet lick. And here, Stuart, what was his name? Stuart Nitskin? Guess what the name of his charity was? American Friends of Israel's Sports Center for the Disabled. So he was really sticking up the Jewish community, right? And in the process, Riis, this guy was raising money, getting grants, getting all types of money in the name of a charitable organization, in the name of a nonprofit, right? And this is part of the story that I want to help y'all understand. We often see the nonprofit world as free money. It's not free. This guy was doing this for years and years and years and years, and now here he's going to jail for 3.5 years in his 60s because he was living the life of a social service millionaire. And the life of a social service millionaire looks very close to the life of a regular millionaire in the short term. But when it's other people's money, whether it is the federal government, the state government, or people who have donated money and written it off as a charitable contribution, you messing with the feds. And I'm just telling you, it always looks like a sweet lick until, excuse me, did you buy these Bulls tickets? Can I see you make $150,000 a year, but you got 5 courtside tickets and you do what? And so I need for y'all to be paying attention, because if Stuart Nitskin is going down, it's only a matter of time. If they're going to do a white Jewish guy, they're going to do black people. So again, I got to caution you. Be very, very, very careful. There is no such thing as free money. I know you might think it does. There is no such thing as free money. Let's go to, and you know why I think it's important for us to understand that? You know why? Because oftentimes we as black folks see white folks hustle, and then we be like, ooh, I'm going to do that too. So if you know they getting the white boy, and we tend to think if the white guys are doing it, that it's legal. Speaking of what the white guys are doing it, whoever told me to watch Dope Sick on Hulu, okay, that, just 2 episodes, and I'm like, damn. You have got, it is much better than the one that was on HBO about Purdue Pharma. Riis, the dopes, you got Hulu? Hey Joe, I know you got Hulu. You probably got somebody password log in something. You know, you probably be like,
work for Comcast.
So Hulu come with that? Why I ain't got it there? Why I got the? That's all right. We talk about that later.
Man,
It's okay.
Trying to put the plug on to you, man.
It's okay.
You, man.
That's all right. Y'all be doing your boy. It's okay though. One day y'all gonna love me. One day y'all gonna love me for who I am and what I try to do. But I'm gonna tell you, this Dope Sick, white legal drug cartel plotted to literally addict the country. Y'all, you gotta watch Dope Sick on Hulu. Let's see what else. The mayor blinked with the police. Shout out to Felicia Simmons Stovall, who sent me the link to John Catanzara's speech. Gotta check that out. And then there was an action-packed city council yesterday where Alderman Brendan Riley, you know, the same alderman who is attempting to take away your Uber, right? You know he don't want Uber. He wants you to be an employee. He don't want you to be gigging it no more. So apparently yesterday in city council, he also proposed no more valets at clubs. Like, no more. He's like, no more valets at the clubs. I mean, this dude be like, yo, and you know what he said too? And you know, I think this is super racist, but y'all don't realize it. You know how all the black people got boats last year? You know, black people, like a lot of black people got boats last year. And when they got boats, I don't know how they got boats. I don't know how they got boats. But a lot of black people got boats. And you know when a black person gets a boat and they got a check, they gonna put speakers on their boat. Alderman Riley proposed that all you ninjas with boats who been coming down to the playpen, turning your music up loud. Remember how all this summer, all the black people was taking pictures on boats and everybody and their mom was on a boat? Yeah. Like people who ain't never seen a boat, ain't took no boat class, was on boats. Talk about, woo, we downtown on the boat. Well, Alderman Riley said he wants to put a ban on people putting speakers on their boats because y'all black folks that got y'all boats and brought them downtown, hanging out around them white folks, they don't want to hear your rap on your boats. Y'all know what kind of boats I'm talking about? Y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. But it is the Maze Jackson Show, and it is 6:30. So let's say what's up to the WBGX audience, 1570 AM. We want to thank you all for joining us, just like we want to thank everybody from YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and what is it? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live. Thank you all for tuning in. Look, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to get the soul plane up, and then we are going to go to the social media question of the day. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Thank y'all. We'll be right back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFT PM.
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one.
Got a couple of them. Got a couple of them.
Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord.
I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around.
Turn it around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
Number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3. Come.
He woke me up.
Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one?
He woke me up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
And the number 1 reason.
Number 1. Final answer.
He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:36 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather report. In sports, Game 3 in the WNBA Final tonight, it's just Chicago Sky take on the Phoenix Mercury. Tonight, 8 p.m., ESPN2. Series tied at 1-1. Sky looking to take advantage of home court tonight and go up 2-1. Also in sports, the Bulls host the Grizzlies in the NBA preseason basketball tonight at 7 p.m. Check your local listings. Know the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 20 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 17. On the Eden, Deerfield to Exchange is 28. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 33 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 29. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 41 minutes. Outbound will be 40. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 57 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 15 minutes in both directions. That's to the Loop and back to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 7 minutes. 55th to Jacksonville to Jackson back to 55th. And 8 minutes north. Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 59 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 with a low of 50. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's So Good here on the Mays Jackson Show.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, there's turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good, 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 good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your clothes on. It's something about you when you put your clothes on. Oh, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting you won't wanna know. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put the gold on, girl, why you gotta look so good?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler in the building. Doing our thing, man. It is Friday. So we got a little Tell Me Something Good Friday. I think we got a video guest. We got a lot going on today. It is also the weekend, so I can't wait for that. But man, so much going on. I was thinking I was going to be a little nervous this weekend because of the purge, the coming purge weekend. You know, I think Ruthie was like, I don't know if it's not going to happen. I think my whole premise was we got to watch this mayor be acting like, she be like, I got it. And then she don't really got it. And so it's like, remember, I just keep thinking about the times when she told us that we were going to be okay during the uprisings. And I remember her telling us that nothing happened. That what uprisings? She said, I didn't let the South Side down. I didn't let the West Side down. I remember watching as people walked in and out of stores. And I wasn't mad because I do feel like black folks kind of started skipping over. Unless you had like a real good store, they skipped over you. But I do think I do believe that this threat about the police not showing up was real. But before we get into that, let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Riis, let's get it up, and away. These chair arms have officially blown me for the day, and I haven't even made it to 6:45 yet. Social media, and then since we got the plane up, hit the social media question of the day, because I'm just there today. Let's just do the social media question of the day. Riis, find me that big voice, because I'm ready to ask this question, and I'm going to also open up the phone line. So, Riis, give it to me.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Did the mayor blink when it came to the police? And before you answer the question, let me explain what I mean. Actually, John Catanzara yesterday said that the mayor blinked when it came to dealing with CPD. Essentially, Riis, she had initially told them that they would be sent home, that the police would be sent home if they showed up without a vaccination. John Catanzara told all the police, show up without your vaccines. Don't fill out the past. Well, actually, what he told them was really literally out of his mouth was, do not comply. Now, just think about when a black person does not comply, what that equals. Death. The dogs. A kick in the face. Did y'all see the video of the black homeless man that got kicked in the face by the police officer in Indianapolis? If y'all didn't see that, that was ridiculous. But anyway, John Catanzara told the Chicago police, do not comply, at then which point he threatened that there would be melee. He said that there would be a melee in the streets because almost 50% of the police would not show up. Or would not show up, but would be sent home. Well, Riis, yesterday, the mayor said unvaccinated. She will not send the unvaccinated officers home. Instead, she will, and then let me tell you. So she says she's not going to send the unvaccinated officers home until we get a contingency plan. Now, didn't she just, wait a minute, what you mean until we get a contingency plan? You ain't have a contingency plan when you was talking smack on the TV the other day? Remember when she was on TV like, we will be prepared? No, you wasn't. And I think somebody was like, Madam Mayor, you know how you be like, excuse me, somebody was pulling the mayor's coattail like, hey, yo, did y'all hear the video? If there's a Chicago purge this weekend, we don't have a contingency plan. Because they didn't have a contingency plan when all the police were on duty. Remember when the city went up? So yesterday, the mayor announced that she would no longer send the police officers home. And then she said, because we got to get everybody in the portal and we got to figure out the right people to send home and who not to send home. Well, John Catanzara said she blinked, but do not fill out the reports. And then let me tell you what he also did. He said, and if a sergeant or a commander or a captain or a commander tells you to demands that you fill out the information in the portal, let me tell you what he told him to do. How ironic is this? While instructing his officers do not comply, he said, get it all on video, on police cam, on your body cam. So imagine the police utilizing the body cams to demonstrate that they're not complying because they want to save their lives while they kill us for the same exact reason. Y'all don't believe me, do y'all? I don't think y'all believe me. I'm going to have to find it on the internet. Because yesterday when I saw that, I was just like, whoa. Imagine the police, the head of the FOP, telling police officers, do not comply and utilize your video, your body cam, to get it all on tape. At which point he said, we will take it from there. Now, I ain't gonna trip. But I gotta ask you, did the mayor blink? She said she'll deal with it in about 2 or 3 weeks once they got everybody in the system. I just gotta say, I don't think she was ready. And I do think that she truly believes that there's a threat. Riis, let me ask you a question. You think if there was no police and everybody knew there was no police, that the police was not going to respond, do you think people would take advantage? If there was no police, do you think that people would take advantage? I tend to think so. Now, my sincerest hope is they would not take advantage of black people in our neighborhoods. But my fear was that those police officers were going to, I felt like it was a call to white supremacists to tell them that, that there was no, that they could get away with law and order. Riis, connect me on the road, because I want people to hear this. Hold on one second. Hold on. I turned it off. All right, now connect me on the road. Bluetooth preferences. Let's get this Rodecaster Pro. Hold on. Because I want y'all to hear John Catanzara. Felicia Simmons sent me this. Oh, is it connected? All right, hold on. We're going to do it again. Turn it off. Turn it back on, would you, Riis? All right, y'all. So I want to know, do you think the mayor blinked? Do you think she was worried about there being an actual purge? Do you think that she was worried about the violence, which is why she backed off of her demand? Dang, man.
I think she did, because I got a couple of police friends, and a lot of them was writing on their posts, like how
we won.
No, they was like, the mayor is not letting the unvaccinated cops into it. It's about and then what's so crazy is that on one of the posts they actually used the purge. It was like it's about to be a purge this weekend. Blah blah blah. So I was seeing like on 5 of my cop buddies, page. So I just think if 5 of them did it, just imagine how many other people did it, and then just imagine how many people see like, oh snap, now I know it's gonna be a shortage in police. So I think she kind of like noticed that and probably changed her mind. Like, if she did do it, it'd be less public.
Are we connected? It's showing me we connected. All right, Reese, I am going.
They cannot do it.
Hold on. I'm going to put the video up right now. Hold on 1 second. And we are going to hear from police. We're going to hear from the head of the FOP. Hold on. Let me get that. Where's my camera? Display. All right, I want y'all to hear from John Catanzara. Come on, connect. Don't tell me y'all going to act up on me. There you go. All right, here we go. We are going to hear from CPD FOP chief John Catanzara. He should hire us, though, to do his Facebook Lives so his stuff won't be in reverse. All right, y'all, check it out. Here he goes. This is FOP police chief, not police chief, but President John Catanzara on what is happening, what the police are what's going to happen.
By midnight tomorrow night, or come midnight tomorrow night, the city blinked a little on the FOP page for Facebook now to start outpatient therapy. He was released from inpatient therapy now to start outpatient therapy. For everybody that showed up, thank you. It was an amazing time. The video is on the FOP page for Facebook. That being said, let's move on, because apparently the city blinked a little bit here and backtracked. Everybody will be getting paid come midnight tomorrow night. You will not be sent home from work. They are saying you still have to respond to the portal by midnight tomorrow night, or be subjected to possible discipline in the future, whatever that may be, whenever they determine who complied, who didn't. The new thing seems to be that they are going to have supervisors give direct orders to enter information in the portal. Pay attention to this. I am telling you right now, it is an improper order. It is illegal. It is the same as the mayor telling you you have to do it. Refuse that order. Get it on body cam, whether it's from a sergeant, a lieutenant, or a captain, or above, commander included, deputy chief. I don't care if it's Superintendent Brown. If somebody orders you to go into the portal, refuse that order. Document it on body cam if you can. If you cannot, immediately go on the air, get an event number on the zone, give that supervisor's name, star number, and the time you were given that direct order, and we will deal with it from there. This is or a captain or above, commander. Get it on body cam, whether it's from it is illegal. It is the same as the mayor telling you you have to do it. Refuse that order. Get it on body cam, whether it's from a sergeant, a lieutenant, or a captain, or above, commander included, deputy chief. I don't care if it's Superintendent Brown. If somebody orders you to go into the portal, refuse that order. Document it on body cam if you can. If you cannot, immediately go on the air, get an event number on the zone, give that supervisor's name, star number, and the time you were given that direct order, and we will deal with it from there. This is a clear attempt to fracture the four police unions against each other. But I just spoke to all three of the police unions' presidents. The sergeants are on board, the lieutenants are on board, and the captains are on board. If anybody gives that order, they 100% are okay with our members doing what they're going to do. And advise that supervisor that they are giving you an improper order and subjected to discipline themselves in the future. They all are on board to the point where if they get one from a commander telling them that this is what they want them to do, they're going to put the commander on notice that they are refusing their, improper order. So again, do not comply with any direct order to fill out the portal, period. It is illegal. They cannot do it, and we will deal with it as it goes forward. We all know there's going to be supervisors who are still going to do it because they want to carry the water for this department for whatever reason. That's their problem. That's not ours. All I know is the four union alliance is still strong, and we're going to keep fighting this mandate and this dictatorship. You would think that there's no crime in this city to worry about. You would think that there's no murder, no robberies, no guns being fired, no kids being, shot and killed. It's pathetic. No, citizens getting their cars jacked. Again, the leadership is so ridiculously poor at the top of this department who are not pushing back on this mayor saying stop it already. But they're not. They're literally doing whatever she tells them to do. We'll have more information as it goes. This is a fluid situation, obviously, and it keeps changing hour by hour to some degree. And anybody has any questions, feel free to call the lodge. We'll address them as we can. Be safe. Take care.
That was FOP Chief John Catanzara. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all, like, literally? He literally told the police, do not comply. That is not lost on me. That truly is not lost on me, guys. Now, some people are telling me that this is all his run-up to a plan to run for mayor of the city of Chicago. But I got to ask you, give us a call, 872-259-7474. Was the city ready? Was the mayor ready? Or was she faking the funk, hoping that the police would comply? See, I feel like it would have been in their best interest for the city to go up. And I want to know, is the mayor capable of handling this? Or is the mayor got a handle on what's going to happen in this city? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. You heard the chief of the FOP, the head of the FOP, say, instruct his members, do not comply. Called it a dictatorship. And I got to tell y'all, this thing makes me a little nervous. I don't know that the mayor has a handle on this. I don't. And I think the people with the guns know that they got guns. And I will also tell you that I do not believe that the purge, the fear of the purge is the black folks. Because I think our instinct is to, remember how yesterday the instinct was they showed us all of the street gangs and music and drillers and everybody that got arrested. I feel like we probably immediately went to the, oh, Lord, we're going to be having looting, robbing, and killing. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking about all of these guys that are refusing to comply, staying home. I'm not saying all of them. But if you knew you could commit a crime and get away with it, if you knew, would you do it? If you, like, I feel like there are some white supremacists in the world who will willingly take advantage of this opportunity. Now, maybe I'm crazy. And let me ask you a question. Do you think the mayor should have blinked? Should the police have to be vaccinated? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Anybody on that line, Riis? That's because they don't want to mess them popos. I just got to tell y'all that this stuff to me is, I'm just telling y'all, y'all got to watch the rise of I know I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff, but y'all got to watch the rise of the Nazis. Because there are so many similarities that are happening. And I don't even think that we're even cognizant of what's going on around us. You know, yesterday I was on social media talking smack. I was testing some things. First I tested, do you think Kamala Harris could beat President Trump in a presidential race? It was almost universally no. Then I asked, do you think that could Joe Biden beat President Trump if he ran again? And the answer was pretty strongly no. And then I thought about this upcoming midterm election. The upcoming midterm election where it looks like Republicans will take back the House? Do you all realize that if the Republicans took back the House in the next go-round, even if a Democrat won, they probably would refuse to certify the vote, certify the election? And I'm thinking about the mobilization of these forces on the ground. And I'm thinking about this rhetoric that is starting to build. And I just think we got to be paying attention to what's going on, y'all, because it's like we are essentially bystanders right now. But I think we could very easily become the scapegoats. In a place like Chicago, where they're saying that the crime and they're blaming it all on us, where we have become quickly the mass shooting capital of the country, the narrative is set. And I just don't know that we are paying attention. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. When we come back, we're going to talk about Mayor Lori Lightfoot. I do want to hear from y'all, though. If you think that the mayor was nervous. Do you think she was nervous? I think I was a little nervous. I mean, I could protect my homestead, but I got to move around. And I showed them on people tapping on the window like, what you got in that car? Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after traffic, news, and the weather. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIFTPM.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:03 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather report. In sports, Game 3 WNBA Final tonight. This is Chicago Sky hosts the Phoenix Mercury. Tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN2. The series is tied at 1-1. Sky looking to take advantage of home court and go up 2-1 in the series. Also tonight in the NBA, the Bulls host the Grizzlies in preseason basketball tonight. 7 p.m. Check your local listings. Over to traffic on the Kennedy. Overhead to the Loop is 35 minutes. Outbound will be 18. On the Eden, Deerfield till exchange is 40 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 53 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 37. On the Stevenson, there's an accident both ways. So from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is an hour and 15 minutes. Outbound will be 56. On the Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 57 minutes, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 14 minutes back to 95th. On DuSable, Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jacksonville is Jackson to 55th is 7 minutes, and 8 minutes north, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 60 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 with a low of 50. I'm Riis the Ruler, and it's Friday, so here's some Dante here on the Maze Jackson Show.
What about my love? you have forgotten love. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. Now that you got my love, now you wanna put me down. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky ground. What about it, baby? What about the days and the nights we spent? What about the love we made so sweet? Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, baby. Girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky What kind of way is that to treat your man? When I gave all that I never had, you got me going through changes of life with you. Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, babe. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Now that you got my love, you don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Oh my, I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know we can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on, shaking. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, no. I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, no. I've been hoping, baby, yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'll do better if you change your mind.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
People, 'cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to life, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule in the building, and we are doing our thing. I can't seem to get my TV working today, so I can't get my monitor. I can't see what's going on, but it's all good. I want to talk to y'all. Perception is reality for most of us. Really, for all of us. Perception is truly reality. It really depends on what viewpoint you're looking at the situation from to really get a sense of what's going on or to get understanding of how people view things. One of the things that happens to me often is that, let me back up. Perspective is reality. And one of the unique opportunities that I have had in my life is to be a witness to other perspectives and have them explained by the people who the perspective come from. I think it's one of the reasons that gives me a unique opportunity to understand and break down the situations that we face on a regular basis, especially when it comes to race and politics. And I think I've had a unique experience that allows me to share. Honestly, I came into the political world through a black organization, political organization that was birthed from a white Irish political organization. It shaped my formative years in politics. It shaped the perspective. It gave me the understanding of the daily way, etc. I'll be honest with you, there was a point in which I was on that track. And even on that track, I recognized that the Latino, so let's start here. As a black man who was introduced to politics through black people who had relations and were built and made their careers through the white Irish political system and the place that we fit in it historically, I do believe that it gave me insight into how white politicians look at the game. I then, during my lobbyist years, was in through one of the most powerful Latino lobbyists, and it gave me an opportunity to watch and view politics through the perspective of a Latino power broker. And then I went to take the MLI class because there was not a leadership perspective for black people, and I saw the Latinos advancing rapidly. And so between lobbying and working and taking the MLI class, it gave me the opportunity to watch politics through the Latino perspective. And as I watched the Latino perspective, it pushed me further and further and further towards trying to identify what was the black lens or the black perspective. It's that time that I went to become the executive director of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, right? Because I'm watching these perspectives occur, and after having seen all of these perspectives and being like, whoa, I learned it kind of wrong, I came back to us only to find that we view our politics I have now looked at the politics through a black perspective. And I have come to the summation that black people do not understand in politics their self-interest. And when I say their self-interest, I mean the collective self-interest. I believe that black politics has been taught to be compliant, right? That black politicians have not learned that you must make a stink, you must create an issue, you must give them a reason to bend. If you say okay and everything is all good, then nobody has to pay any attention to you. In the Daley era, if you made too much noise, they came and got you and said, hey, you've been kicking our butt, let me bring you into this power dynamic. Case in point, Danny Solis, right? Danny ran Uno, and Uno was kicking Mayor Daley's butt, and they eventually went and got him and made him the alderman, and then it became part of their army. But every other group is rewarded for joining the army. Whatever army you join. Except for black folks. So imagine because we was going to talk about this Latino fight that the the Latino caucus was having with the mayor. Now, most of you all would think that probably the Latino caucus wouldn't have a reason to have a beef with the mayor, because I feel like every day I talk about how much of us she's giving away, how much of our power, our neighborhoods, our community development. You think about where all the money is going to. They're all going to these Latino organizations. But alas, as the mayor then, did you all see that the Latino caucus sent the mayor a letter in which they gave her a D? What was it? Let me see how they go. They gave her a D for her hiring. They gave her a D overall. Now, mind you, we have sat here and watched her destroy citizenship, everything else, give away jobs, the whole thing. Give away our housing, schools, everything. Immigrants, undocumented, everything. They gave her a D overall. And check this out. They gave her an F for her cabinet. Mind you, we just saw the Latino street organizations get how many, $36 million? Talking about they was going to double that? Talking about all of the improvements. So as the mayor goes to talk to the Latino caucus, because when they, let me back up too, because you remember, when the Black Caucus tried to flex last year, remember when the mayor showed up to their meeting and told them, don't ask me for SHI for the next 3 years if you don't do what I tell you? The Latino sends her a letter prior to her budget telling her, we giving you, a D is a failing grade to me. If I brought a D home, I was getting a whooping. So, if I brought a C home, I was getting a whooping. So imagine the mayor who, from our perspective, has given everything she can to the Latino caucus, comes to the Latino caucus and says that black leaders, let's back up, comes to explain to the Latino caucus how she has been so good to them and the fights and the attacks that she has received in the black community for what she has done for them. And you know who she was talking about, right? You know who she was talking about. Because who been complaining about what she doing for Latinos? Not. You seen any black caucus? Anybody? You know who she was talking about. Now, I was all caught up in that, right? I was all caught up in that. Until I read the quote from the meeting. Because let me tell you, the Latinos, you know how when the mayor came in and told the black people, it was somebody else who snitched on that. It wasn't the black people. They was like, I can't imagine the mayor coming to talk to me, needing my vote, telling me what I ain't going to get and telling me and cursing. Have you ever had somebody that you don't know come curse at you? How do you respond to that? Well, she told them if she don't do what they want, you ain't getting shit. And guess what they did? What she wanted. Latino caucus been getting everything they wanted. Check this out. The mayor in her meeting with the Latino caucus, and the Latinos came out the meeting snitching. Not even snitching. They was just like, ain't no secrets no more. She went to the Latino caucus and said she's done more for black people than any mayor in the history of Chicago, including Harold Washington. First of all, I gotta add. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that if the mayor went to the Black Caucus and said that, what do you think they would say? Because Andre Vasquez, who's the vice chair of our reparations committee, stood up and said, you ain't no Harold Washington. You, Madam Mayor, are no Harold Washington. She said, I've given more money to the black community. I've invested more than any mayor in the history of Chicago in the black community. And it took Andre Vasquez to say, Madam Mayor, you are not. Harold Washington built coalitions. Mayor Lightfoot breaks everything down. But I got to ask y'all, could y'all please call me? Please. Because I need to hear y'all's perspective on Mayor Lori Lightfoot saying she has done more for the black community than Mayor Harold Washington. First of all, where does that play? You can only say that to some Latinos. Because do you honestly think, how would the mayor be received if she was told? Let me ask a question. Would anybody push back in the black community if the mayor said she did more for black people than Harold Washington? Because Mayor Lori Lightfoot is telling us right now she did more for Harold Washington than Harold Washington. Let me tell you what she also said, Riis. She also said, you ever been somewhere and somebody that something you told somebody, they tell it to you like you did it? So imagine her going to the Latino Caucus and telling them that she's getting pushback from the black people because she wants to provide universal basic income and we haven't gotten reparations. In the same meeting where the person who proposed universal basic income is at the meeting. Remember Gilbert Villegas? Remember we was all mad because last year he was proposing universal basic income and we was upset about it, and now the mayor has it in her budget? We have watched the largest erosion of black power and population in a short amount of time. She's going to... I got to ask y'all. How have we done? How has the black community... Do you agree? Has the black community done better under Mayor Lori Lightfoot? Have we had wins? Because, I mean, think about this. And it's interesting to hear her say that because I did talk to Alderman Jason Irvin, who told me that Mayor Lightfoot has been investing a tremendous amount of money, more than he had seen from Rahm. I don't know if he was alderman during the Daley era. But I got to ask you, am I missing something? Like, maybe I'm wrong. Black community has Lori Lightfoot been good for the black community? I don't know that, sometimes maybe I feel like maybe I'm too caught up. But can I also point out that the Latinos said you got an F on hiring. Later that week, the Park District Superintendent, guess what happened? She hired a Latina for it. So even after bending over, after telling them all the things that she had done for them, she was given a report card of a F, a D overall, with an F for hiring. The mayor went to the Latino Caucus and told them that she was offended that they would even send her a letter. Right? She was offended that they could even approach her like that she had done absolutely nothing wrong and that they needed to be grateful. So what's so crazy to me is the mayor came in and disrespected the black folks, right? She told him, you ain't gonna get shit if you don't do what I tell you. The mayor needs the Latino Caucus. She went in and told them that she was offended. You know what Gilbert Villegas told her? He said he was offended back up. He said, I appreciate that you hired some people during Latino Heritage Month, but I'm offended that you act like we ain't Latinos the rest of the year. in my estimation, the Latino Caucus has even been able to get citizens taken out of this. They have gotten almost everything that they wanted. And even at that, they're still giving her hell. Meanwhile, she just told them that she's been better to Black Chicago than Mayor Harold Washington. What am I missing? Has she been? I don't know, y'all. This has been a crazy kind of situation, and I think the other part that's crazy to me is the silence of our own. The mayor expects to pass the budget by October 30th. That's 2 weeks. I gotta ask you, what's in it for the Black people? We now hear that these white boys are about to get gaming. No Black participation. Oh, I forgot they're gonna tell us that the Black billionaire, he needs more money. How has Mayor Lightfoot done for Black people? Because she went to the Latino Caucus and said, it's been great for us. And now she's promising universal, in my estimation, universal basic income as a program for them. For undocumented immigrants, as well as Latino communities. And I just want to know, where do we fit in this city anymore? Better than Harold Washington? I need to hear from my seniors. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. That sounds strikingly similar to Donald Trump to me. Y'all remember when Donald Trump said, I've been the best president for African Americans ever? Who pushes back on that? Who said, it's all right. It's going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black, Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:34 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. Sports tonight, 8 p.m. ESPN2 WNBA final. The Chicago Sky will be hosting the Phoenix Mercury. The series is tied 1-1. Sky looking to take advantage of home court and go up 2-1 in the series. In the NBA, the Bulls will host the Grizzlies in preseason basketball tonight at 7 p.m. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 35 minutes. Outbound will be 18 on the Eden. Inbound from Deerfield to the Change is 39 minutes. The change out to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 53 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 37. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 75 minutes. Outbound will be 56. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 57 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan, 17 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is south, 7 minutes. 55th to Jacksonville, Jackson to 55th, and 8 minutes north. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 59 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 with a low of 50. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Lex with Interstellar here on The Maze Jackson Show.
Interstellar mode. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Yeah, now I know there's no time for pretend. Yeah, I come alive in the moonlight. See me shooting across the skies. Don't you know stars were born to fly? I've been searching, crowded, looking for a way out. I've been hurt, falling, but I think I found my way. Now I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Did it all in spite of the hate. Every time they said that I can't. Nebula, they run through my veins. Every molecule in the strands. Senses feeling some kind of strange. Damn, I think my name's Spider-Man. Jump out the window and swing for the dreams that just might be. Never gonna let go. No, to the man in the mirror look like me. Drifting through the cosmos, oh, far away from your lies. I realign all my goals. That's a constellation of mine. Yeah, I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way. Now I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule in the building. I got you know what? So I was gonna say, it's not. I guess I'm crazy. I'm not gonna say I'm crazy. I am crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Why you say that?
Tennille says that it's a lot of black businesses that are happy. She was talking about Invest Southwest, and I guess, you know, I first of all, I often I feel, again, perspective. And I think that I often look at, when I see, how do I explain this? I don't see the now. I don't look at it for now. I look at it for long term. When I look at the investment, I don't look at the investment of the 10-year excitement now. I look at the 10-year investment and what happens in 10 years. So Tennille says that if you does Invest Southwest count? I think Invest Southwest is really a political slush fund that the mayor uses to throw at people while she's giving up the other side of the world. Like, I look at the Invest Southwest projects, and first of all, I'm happy for all those people that get the money. But I often think, like, we look at the $100,000 win when you just watched a multi-million-dollar development. And I don't think about the multi-million-dollar development as it's filled with black folks. I think about the multi-million-dollar investment of the development when the neighborhood shifts. Because if I'm a property owner, if I'm a real estate developer, I don't care if it's black or Latino, as long as I got full occupancy. And so when I look at Invest Southwest and I look at what happens in those neighborhoods, and I see that undocumented immigrants are having new homes built, and they're starting them up, and they're starting to plant them in these neighborhoods where the black businesses are getting their $100,000. So they're either going to have a Latino clientele, which we know ain't gonna happen. And so I look at giving you money in a starving community and your money runs out before the starving community thrives. So you get $250,000 on a $10 million project, on a $10 million or a 10-year, 20-year development. It takes about 10 or 15 years, so you're only getting 14 cents on a dollar as the value goes up in the neighborhood, so you can't even keep up. In the neighborhoods that the investment is happening, you got to ask, why is the investment happening and how much is ours in perspective? Now, I can't front, yo. $100,000 means a tremendous amount to a black business. But can you sustain? So let's talk about it. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. You know, I'm the main one not wanting to be stuck on Harold Washington, but I did feel like that was a kind of a slap. Give us a call. What you got, caller? You're on the Maze Jackson Show.
Hello.
Hello, caller. What's your name?
Oh, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey, Katie.
How you doing?
Turn it down.
Look, I'm listening to every word you're saying, and you know, no, she has not made any millionaires out of on the west side and the south side, because things really look the same. When Bill Doc Walls was running for mayor, and he said he would make more black millionaires, you know, black people could not see him as the mayor. And now you see what we get. It's pitiful. I don't know about the black folks in Chicago. I don't think, after all of these years, I don't think that, we're ready. We're not ready for power. We don't know. The mayor doesn't know how to strategize, and we don't know how to strategize. It's very sad. And then we run off to other states, okay? We go run off to other states. We run to Texas. That's a Republican state. They're kicking black folks' butts there. We run to Georgia. They're been a little bit, but, mostly they're kicking butts there. So it's something about the United States Negroes. We do not know. We don't know how to strategize. It's not like, I don't know, but the mayor ain't doing nothing for us in Chicago, and we don't even know how to use our power to demand. Okay. And that's what I could say. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Tennille says, just ask yourself how many black-owned businesses have been sustained and are doing well post-pandemic. I gotta ask, is that really? And I would give you restaurants. Yes. I mean, I've seen a lot of people get restaurants. But I don't know that we've seen black growth equivalent to. I guess I would ask, who's the professional services? Who are the people that are doing well, and are they doing well because of Mayor Lightfoot? Right? Like, again, I feel like we get the entertainment. We get the cool stuff, and we even get the marketing, and we even get to get a piece of, put our names with the big white boys that are going to transform these affordable housing developments in 30 years into for-profit develop. I mean, come on, man. But tell me who's done well. Who has done well? Give us a call, 872-259-74. Anybody else said they done well? Who's doing well? Who's thrived during courtesy of Mayor Lightfoot? Callers, you on the Maze Jackson. So who we got, Riis? Callers, go ahead.
Jackie.
Who?
Sister Jackie.
Sister Jackie. You
Good
on the
morning, Maze.
Good morning, Sister Jackie. Are you doing better? How are we doing? Has the mayor helped us out? Jackie?
Maze, this is Sister Zakiya.
Oh, hey, Sister Zakiya. What's going on?
Everything is, listen, I just had to call because, the early part of your show now, I'm on the Tune In app because I'm busy around here in the house. I don't tune in to you until 8 o'clock. But I had to hop on this one because Mayor Lightfoot, she's a bald-faced lie. Mayor Washington was in touch with the community, and he came to us on a regular basis, and he listened to our concerns, and he worked with us as we formed organizations, his administration financed them like she's doing for the Latinos. That is how we had the best crime intervention network program in the public school system. It was for public schools only because of the gangs and crimes. Okay? Under Harold Washington. Harold Washington would never let a Dr. Willie Wilson take him around and to gain support and then let he and his white folks kick him to the curb. Harold Washington made black contractors increase in numbers. I was there. I saw it happen. Now, and another thing, the black issues, when he came to our community, he seriously listened to us. Not only did he formed coalitions, he really did, because he went to other communities and he listened to them. And he helped it across the board. He was a fair man. All right? And it wasn't a lot of that static and rigmarole that is going on under Lightfoot. See, Lightfoot is not in touch with black people. She wasn't raised to be because she was raised with white folks. Her thing has been all of her life, what can I do to please white folks? How far do I have to go to please white folks? Because she think at some point she'll be accepted because she has a white wife. Well, it ain't going to happen. The Latinos ain't going to let you rest because you still a N-word to not only to those Latinos, but to every other non-black person. So you ain't going to never be accepted. I don't care what you give them. Do you understand? So she will never, ever, she can't even touch the hem of Mel Washington's garment. No way. She's out of touch with black people and black issues, and she doesn't care. How dare her? I'm insulted for her to say some crap like this and then going to come to my alderman, black alderman, and tell them, don't ask her for... Oh, man.
That bothers me. Don't ask me. F the world, don't ask me for... check this out, though. I think Tennille is right. Hold on, Sister Zakia. Thank you, Sister Zakia, for your call. We appreciate you. And thank you for my mask. I was rocking it yesterday. Go Bears. Tennille says she contends that there's an in crowd. And I agree with that. I agree that there is an in crowd that is doing well. I think we saw the in crowd last week. Right? And it's, again, the in crowd is doing well for being complicit, for being quiet, for really, it's like I gotta have somebody that I can point to. But you gotta ask us, think about what the in crowd is. It is, do y'all remember how y'all got on me last week for not snapping off during the interview and I said you just need to hear? The in crowd is how we got put out. The in crowd says it's all good when it's not. The in crowd is the in crowd because they say, yo, it's great out here. I would contend that the in crowd would not take a stand on anything pro-black. Now, I'm not saying that their job in business isn't pro-black and they got to keep hiring and employing people. But I would challenge you to see who is in that in crowd. And I would challenge you to say that probably 80% of the quote-unquote in crowd is probably complicit. No doubt there's an in crowd. But I think if you are currently in the black in crowd that is into Mayor Lightfoot, then you are really out with black people. I gotta say that if we're all sinking and you're rising, not tripping, but if you ain't, I gotta say, there's always gonna be an in crowd, and I feel like the in crowd that we have is not Their in is with the mayor, not with black people. And I feel like your job when you're on the in crowd is to bring. Now I ain't gonna trip. Do the check cash when the check cash? Yes. But your job when you're the in crowd is to make it all make sense. So come on over here. But when you come over here, you don't get to expect that we just gonna clap because you've made it into the in crowd. We gotta say what's our self-interest with you being in the in crowd. Because essentially, what people want is to be blessed into the in crowd and applauded for being in the in crowd while having to deliver nothing to the out crowd. That's all I'm saying. Hey, y'all, Riis, anybody on that line? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Mayor Harold Washington, Lori Lightfoot told the Latinos she better for black folks than anybody. Let's go. Who you on the line, caller?
Hello?
Hey, caller. Turn that radio down.
Yeah, good morning, ladies. I want to
turn the radio down in the back or your computer.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Go ahead.
All right. Good morning. I want to put out 2 quick points and then I'll hang up and listen basically to your younger listeners. First of all, racism cannot be successful unless the people is being perpetrated don't have some kind of hand in it. It wouldn't be successful. Point number 2. If you go back to the slave trade and look at Portugal, and this contains to what you just saying today, it's the same old thing 600 years later. If you look at the country of Portugal, it's a tiny country the size of the state of Indiana, and they have very limited manpower, but yet they ruled over an empire. Because you know why? They was able to play African diversity against each other. Portugal did not have an army to go in Africa and conquer it because they couldn't. European soldiers at the time was ineffective in fighting the African climate. They would catch malaria and die. So what they did, they know Africans was not unified and wanted to unify the race. So they played that. So therefore, they was able to rule over an empire. They doing the same way today with us today. The rules ain't changed. It's the same thing. Thanks for hearing me.
Thank you for your call. I would argue that the in crowd is probably the same people that's like, yo, Obama Center. They probably like, Obama's still my president. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up?
Good morning, Maze. This is Diane.
Hey, Diane.
I'm calling to say this. I got a short statement. You know the expression "happy wife, happy life."
Yes.
Well, Mayor has a white wife, so she has to do what she has to do for the white people, and that's my comment.
Oh, y'all terrible. Y'all, I just thank you for your comment, but y'all know y'all wrong for that. Y'all know y'all can't be talking about that woman, white wife. What are y'all, racial? It's crazy. No, y'all, I think so. See, I all right. Here's me. The in crowd that I am aware of has built a tremendous amount of their reputation on furthering the agenda of the mayor. Or allowing themselves to be propped up as the answer to what's in it for the black people. I feel as though I told you, I will tell you about the time I was walking down the street with a friend of mine, and we were talking to a building owner who said that he had he was waiting on a $200 million offer for his building. And it just put a lot into perspective for me. I am not denigrating anyone who has benefited from Mayor Lori Lightfoot. But I would ask you, where will that be in 10 years? And I think of it in the perspective of watching the development of a community in 10 years. And I want you to put those Lightfoot investments in perspective of a 10-year time-lapse photography. And even a lot of times, the things that are being invested in will eventually be the remnants of our history. Here once stood black people. Here once lived black people. And I think we got to take a look at what we're accepting and what the trade is. Right? Because we don't, I mean, she went and sold to them not only why she was their choice and all that she did, but even after they disagreed with her, she went around and gave them more choices. She bent to them. See, like, you see how we saying we happy? You see how we are? It's like, I don't know what I got to learn us. From our perspective, Mayor Lightfoot has given the Latinos almost everything they've asked for, even up to removing the benefit of being a citizen. And where, like, when you think about cannabis, think about gaming, think about all of the opportunities that have come to the city of Chicago under this mayor and what we are happy about. White people have come to this city, Latinos have come to this city and gotten rich off the largesse and will be wealthy for years. We are looking at fish at happiness. Every white community want a black restaurant in their neighborhood because they want that soul food, authentic experience. But do they want black people living next to them? We're going to be going to soul food restaurants with wood top hot sauce in our neighborhoods, in our former neighborhoods. You look at where our investments are, where she's invested, and where the black folks are, and if you put 10-year time lapse on it, them black folks gonna get eaten in those same neighborhoods. Who's coming to North Lawndale? So if you get the big investment in North Lawndale, in 10 years, will that audience look the same? No. So when you got black affordable housing now in the middle of a Latino community, what happens? It starts to flip. Don't change nothing for the winners because you got a 30-year investment that you can flip. So some people are going to be happy. I got it. But I got to ask you, when you do the sum total, I mean, you think about it. Even Invest Southwest is the spillover money from all the white people getting rich. So we like, check this out. So the reason that you got $200 million in the Invest Southwest fund is because all the white people that are getting rich downtown and in the West Loop got to put their money into that event, into the fund. So what they say is, all right, if you're going to make us put it in, we'll pass it out. We'll give you a community center. We ain't giving you no 20-year development. Because you don't. I don't. That's why I asked God to deliver me. Because I promise you, we give up our negotiation before it's even a negotiation. We saying we happy, and it ain't nothing to be happy. I'm mad. I'm mad until you pass the budget. What else can I get? And them same 12 people that be playing like they happy is what they put up to say, we don't got to get no more. Y'all should be happy. She is telling black people, and I got you, because it's like I got friends, I got family, I got people who have benefited from Lightfoot. But y'all, I told y'all I went to I was at a real estate convention of the largest commercial real estate developers in the country. And all the conversations revolved around not tens of millions, but hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that was being invested in Chicago. And it was like the advanced version of the fish. When we think about those things that we are super excited for, it's like it's a high-tech version of the fish. How much business has the city increased by doing with these people, with these businesses? How have we benefited? How many? It's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. What did I say I was going to talk about? Oh, Dad. Well, I got to come up with something else because my guest is not going to be here. So it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. I guess maybe I'm the only one who was, maybe she did do better than Harold Washington. Andre Vasquez said, nah, the Latino Caucus, you know what? One of these days I might be like, I ain't going to even say it out loud, but maybe I ain't going to say it. But I do be feeling like sometimes, you ever seen a fight and wish your people fought the same way? Like, you ever seen something where you be like, what you mean you happy? No, we not happy. We all mad. Give me $2 more billion. No sooner did they say they was all mad, did they get another Latino hired at the head of the park district where they, guess what she gonna do? Bust that bag open. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIFTBPM.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:05 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather report. In sports today, basketball action. First, the WNBA Game 3 tonight will be the Chicago Sky taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN2. Series is tied at 1-1. Sky looking to take advantage of home court and go up 2-1. Also in basketball in the NBA, the Bulls will host the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in preseason basketball at 7 p.m. Check your local listings. Over to traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 40 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, just 18 on the Edens. Deerfield to Exchange is 46 minutes. Exchange out to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 57 minutes. Outbound to Thorndale will be 35. The Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is an hour. Outbound will be 38 minutes. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 54 minutes, 28 minutes out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 22 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 9 minutes. Jackson back to 55th will be 7. Still 8 minutes on the north side of things. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr, as well as Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 61 and mostly cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 and a low of 50. I'm Riis the Ruler. It's Friday, and I hope everybody got them a little Rona money here on the Mays Jackson Show.
But it's already gone away. I had some bills that I had to pay. I need my money. I roll the money. Y'all know the hustle. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my check. My 10K, my 10K, my 10K, my 10K. Y'all know the hustle for that bag. Went to the ATM. 2 or 3 of them. I put my card in, but no cash came out. I wanted to shout. If you're rich, you can get a bad man. But if you're poor, all you're gonna hear is no, 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 no. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. I roll my 10K, my 10K, my 10K.
You know the last time I asked you for my money,
baby, what's going on?
And you gave me some lame excuse. I don't want to hear none of that.
But you know what he is.
Give me my money.
I ain't got nothing else for you. You better leave me alone. This is my roll money. Y'all know the hustle, and y'all know how we hustle. You know I gotta secure that bag, and you know I gotta hustle. Y'all know, 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 y'all know the hustle. Nigga gon' hustle. Hustle, 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 hustle. Get that bag. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. My 10K, my 10K, my 10K, my 10K.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots and that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule in the building. Whew. I don't know, y'all. This Latino Caucus thing working me over. And it's not. Am I wrong to express admiration for the Latino Caucus? Because I am. See, I feel like sometimes in politics, we all take it all personal. You know what politics is? It's a battle for resources. It's not personal. It is a battle for resources. And the reason that we're organized into caucuses, or they're organized in the caucuses, is because there are interests that are different. Right? In some cases, the Latinos and the blacks share common interests. In some cases, they don't. It's amazing to me to watch the Latino Caucus. Shout out to Andre Vasquez. You know, he is also on the Reparations Committee, vice chair of the Reparations Committee. That's a subcommittee that ain't. Do you realize that universal basic income, the mayor's proposing it in this budget? Yet no mention of reparations. The mayor even went to the Latino Caucus and said, I'm getting my butt kicked for trying to give y'all universal basic income because the black people say they ain't getting reparations. Has anybody said anything about, y'all heard anything about reparations from anybody black? It's a budget coming up. They're about to spend $30 million to give away universal basic income to put somebody else on top of us. And ain't nobody got a problem. Black people leaving the city of Chicago in droves. We are now the minority of the minorities. It's all good? Y'all talk about Invest Southwest? Don't tell me about making preachers millionaires again. Why? The preachers should not be the only millionaires in the black community. The preachers are the same 6 black people. And I'm super excited. But it goes back to my question of yesterday. Who's the black leadership for our generation? Like, no, who are the black millionaires of our generation? And Tennille, I'm with you on we got to create some millionaires, but I don't think that handing them fish is not creating millionaires. Handing us, you know, I it's so crazy to me. Do y'all know our biggest celebrations are usually around grants? Our biggest necessity for the biggest thing we want out of government is a grant. We gotta build something, yo. And it just feels to me like we have. What's so ironic about that comparison is that she talked about she did more for black people because she ran them out the city. So you can say you did more because it's less. Think about when Harold Washington, it was 2 times the amount of black people. I don't know, I feel a certain way. Y'all, and the funniest part of the whole article was after the mayor after they dissed her the whole time, because essentially she came to a meeting. They said she came to the meeting, said she was perfect. She don't want to listen. She don't know how to run the city. Again, the Latino caucus gave her a D and an F. What you think the black caucus going to give her? And even after getting a D and an F, guess what she did 2 days later? Appointed a Latina the head of the park district. You see how that worked? You see why I tell y'all stop smiling, stop grinning, and then they will position these black people in front of us and they'll tell us we winning. What's wrong with you? It's what's wrong with you. When you know that you get 14 cents on the dollar. I give you all the money to build your joint, but I'm going to make sure, but the bank will do the dirty work. Give us a call, 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, the best mayor since, better than Mayor Harold Washington. That's what she told y'all. I don't know, man. I was feeling a certain kind of way with that. Is it better for you? You feel like it's better in Chicago since the mayor's been the mayor? I'm curious. What is black life for black Chicagoans now? I feel like we are now I feel like we've moved to a point of silence. Like, I think we had our run with Laquan McDonald. I think most of our activism has run out. See, because the business fight, the money fight, it ain't always in the street. Shout out to Tyrone Muhammad. He said they went to Kim. Riis, you was looking at it. They went to his house. Why you laughing? They went to the man's house. They went to the richest man's house. He was talking smack the last time. He said the last time somebody tried to step to him, it didn't end well for him. He said his security handled it. What happened yesterday, Riis? Why you laughing, man?
That man Tyrone, I love Tyrone. I mean, a frontline Todd, definitely, man. He was. If you watched it, his live, man. First of all, they kept trying to shut his live down, but he kept going right back up. Man, they was out there, man. And you need more people like him, man. Man, he out there, making a statement, man. He was out there with a little bullhorn asking white people, do you feel like you got white privilege? Some folks was like, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because he was in the heart of privilege.
Thank you for being honest. But yeah, man, but I just appreciate people like him, man, willing to go the extra mile. Like, a lot of people talk about it, but he actually talk about it and then put some action behind it. So it's very rare you find people like him. And I'm laughing because, I love to see a man about action, man. Yeah, he went, that man, when he said that he gonna, Maze, when I say I'm gonna do it, Maze, I'm gonna do it, Maze. I'm gonna go down there to them people. And he did everything that he said it, man. It was good, man. You ain't see it?
He texted me about this morning. Yes, I seen him yesterday. First of all, I had parent-teacher conferences. I ran in the ECCSC on the way home from parent-teacher conferences. My son told me to tell the ECCSC dudes, he said he gonna whoop y'all again in some pool. He said, stay up off his pool table. He said, y'all ain't ready. He said, y'all came in there 30 deep, and he said he was just taking y'all off the table while his dad was meeting. MJ like, man.
Them some big dudes, MJ.
MJ like, there's some big dudes, but I got them big dudes on the pool table. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man, Frontline Ty. Shout out to New Era Chicago. Some people do it out loud. Some people do it in quiet, but some people just do it. Right? See my shirt? Y'all ain't see how I did that. I'm fresh to the mug.
I just was going to say that.
I'm fresh to the mug. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold with that.
You ain't get no money for that line? I'm going to take that out the show. Read that.
I might have to blur their shirt. Yeah, man. I just feel like we've already laid down. I ain't heard nobody from the Black Caucus like, what we getting in this budget? Not a peep. Nothing. Y'all happy? Y'all good? Your neighborhood good? You got everything you want in your neighborhood? I got it. Black people ain't dissatisfied no more. Or are we just complaining? Is that what they say? It's funny, when we complain, they be like, you just be complaining. When white folks complain, they be like, they're being good citizens. They're actively involved in their community. Tennille around here with her Lori cape on. She taking Ruthie's place today as the Lori caper. Hey, man. I'm tired. I think I'm about to go get my money, though. I'm going to go join the in crowd. Oh, the in crowd said I can't be in the in crowd. They is mad at me. They mad at me because I be like, in crowd. Because this to be the thing, though, right? Because you know I be at the parties. You know I get to go places. I be mad when we be at the places like, yeah, it's great. You know, I just want one time for people, like, you know, when the mayor walked into the Latino Caucus meeting, you ever walked into a meeting and everybody got their arms crossed and ain't nobody smiling? Speaking of ain't nobody smiling, y'all know Rakim here tonight, right? I ain't gonna say nothing about Jim Alita not having Rakim at the What's In It for the Black People Studios. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Jim Alita Tillman doing big things over at the Harold Washington Center tonight with DJ Jazzy Jeff. I ain't gonna say nothing about neither one of them being on the show. That's okay, though. It's okay. I appreciate the love, though. I probably will try and swing by, show my son some real old school hip hop. It's the awe. Riis, when's the last time you seen a black person from Chicago do well? And it's like, I gotta tell y'all, I have no ill will. I'm so grateful for our brothers and sisters that win the grants and get the neighborhood opportunity funds and all that. And I'm not gonna say I don't think that's a good thing. But I feel like so many times when you know what it's like for people who really eat, what and how they eat, and you see people like, woohoo, we balling. It's like, I feel like oftentimes we like the black people at the club who got the bottle service and they rich for the day. They get to kick it, they save up all week to go to the club to buy the bottle just so the girls can light the sparklers and walk to their table and put it down. And then when they go home and they look in the bank account, they like, damn, I just spent $900. I just spent $900 on a bottle that look really good. I'm telling you, everybody be standing around when the firecrackers be going off. You know how, Riis, you ever seen when they put the bottle up in the club and then they got the lines and the letters and they bring it to your table and everybody be like, who that? Then at the end of the night, they get in the car, they drive home to their busted crib look in their bank account and be like, damn, I spent $900 on that bottle.
Yeah, man, I did all that.
I ain't even close.
I ain't even getting
I ain't even getting none. Cause really, don't see. I can't. Cause y'all know I be like, the marketing part. Don't get me started on. See, I break all this stuff down. Then y'all be mad at me again. That's why I can't be in the in club. Cause the thing is, the in club, the in crowd, family, you not really in. Like you not really in. It's like you. Can I tell you how so y'all remember when I was when I told you I used to be a practitioner of the dark arts? The dark arts, when in practicing of the dark arts, they would often say, Maze, how do we neutralize this upcoming black threat? How do we neutralize this upcoming black threat? And I would often say, you know what I would say to them? Give them a grant. Give them some money and make them chase the paperwork. Give them enough that they feel good and they don't want to lose it, but just enough, just under the amount that makes them sustainable. Make them manage the cash flow. Make them figure out how it works. And they'll be so busy trying to make sure that that check comes that they'll never have time to focus on you. And so when you look around and you say what's being in, and it's all perspective. Because if you are 100,000 there, you might say, yeah, I'll give you 30,000. If you're a millionaire, I might give you a couple 100,000. If you're a multi-millionaire, I might even give you a couple million. Always putting the training wheels on. I'll let you feel in control. I'll let you market being in control. I'll let all the people love you and clap for you because they'll act like you in control. But the reality is, I now have my hooks in you. Because now you got to chase and you got to make that paper. Now, y'all got to understand, the goal is to neutralize threats and minimize them. And if I can keep y'all dancing and partying and kicking it and happy, you ain't gonna never ask me about the billion. Again, we talk about the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund, and y'all ain't talking about the $20 billion that it took to get that Neighborhood Opportunity Fund money. It's like we dealing in the community center pile. Nice community center, but the community center pile while people are building multi-billion-dollar developments. No shade. But just know where you sit in the puzzle. Look at your building, look at the other buildings. Now, I won't tell you to go down deep and go into who your partners are. I won't do that. I won't go down deep and ask you, where did the money come from? What's the finance deal? I won't go back and ask you, let me see the operating agreement. Because see, if I do that, then it won't. See, if I do that though, see, it be moments like this when I ruin my chance to be in the in crowd. But the fact of the matter is, my goal is not to be in the white in crowd. My crowd is, I want to be in the black in crowd. Do you understand the difference between the black in crowd and the white in crowd? The black in crowd is, it's our crowd. The white in crowd is, you get to come and eat with the white folks, but you still better go back over to your spot. How many black people are partners in non-affordable housing developments? Don't play me. How many black people, when you talking about we doing good, how many black people are partners in private deals in the city of Chicago where the money is made, not government subsidized. I know. And that's good money. And in 30 years, it'll be even better because you can flip it. But I'm not naive to the facts. These white boys didn't come here and just be like, ooh, it's all these black great. No. Jewish guys said, these the guys we gonna put on. And you gonna market this, and they can market this while y'all over here looking. Because again, I want to see you blow, brother, sister, family. But I do understand. I do know how it happens. And it's them picking people who won't be dangerous if they get money. You know, Tennille, you said you got to build thriving communities with, how you going to build them without millionaires? How you going to build multi-millionaire communities without multi-millionaires? You got to have people with multi-millionaire mindsets for their community. I can't have you making millions and saying, how do I make this millions work for me and rebuild my neighborhood and put you out? I need to make sure that I got... It's all right, I'm going to stop. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Look, when we come back, it's going to be time for Tell Me Something Good Friday, and I got some things I want to tell y'all. Tell me something good. Riis, you tell us something good. I want y'all to call us and tell us something good. It's been a long week. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Wait. The city of Chicago files court complaint against Fraternal Order of Police President John Catanzara over his anti-vaccination push. The city is crazy because they are giving this dude a whole freaking platform. This is the night you're suing the FOP chief because he's fighting for his members. You only make him more powerful with his members. I'm through. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBPM.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:33 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather report. Sports. The WNBA tonight, Game 3 in the finals as the Sky take on the Mercury on ESPN2. The Sky at home looking to take advantage of home court and go up 2-1 in the series. The Bulls hosting the Grizzlies tonight in the NBA preseason basketball also tonight, 7 p.m. Check your local listings. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 40 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 18. On the Edens from Deerfield to Exchange is 46 minutes. Exchange out to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop will be 57 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, just 35. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is an hour. 38 minutes outbound. The Bishop Ford is 54 minutes from I-80 to the Dan Ryan and 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 22 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 9 minutes from 55th to Jackson, 7 minutes from Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes on both sides north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 61 and mostly cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 with a low of 50. I'm Riis the Ruler, and now here's Loch Ness with Terrorism here on The Mace Jackson Show.
Is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. nerve that makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed. To certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism. You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. Dang, I was thinking it was at the top of the hour. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. Shout out to my man, Loch Ness, back in the town, back on the land. Shout out to my girl, Janessa. What your name is? I don't be knowing what her name is. She got about 16. I sent you in a post, and I saw your post, what your name is. And in your post, you named all your damn names. And you got a name from everybody. Your mom now, your auntie now, your own damn name, your husband name. I was like, good Lord, no wonder we don't know what your name is for real. But Riis, it's that time of the month, or the week, not the month, for Tell Me Something Good Friday. Now, first of all, I got to ask y'all, on Tell Me Something Good Friday, did y'all twerk at the Man Restaurant or not? Because Kitchen and Cocktails finally made its debut in Chicago. And y'all have been acting a plum fool. So I got to tell me something good about black restaurants in the city of Chicago. Right? Because why y'all whoop on Tell Me Something? Kitchen and Cocktails, you remember that? You know, Riis, what's that about? Why everybody posting their receipts? You seen that? The Kitchen and Cocktails place.
Ain't that seen the same receipt a couple of times, though. I just want to say that. You know, black people copy and paste. And
I went there and I charged
that. You know, you can't even afford a 4 for 4. Yeah, knock it off. Knock it off.
Oh, my goodness. So, what your name is went there with her husband, Loch Ness. They didn't invite us, though. We ain't going to trip on them. They ain't asked us that we want no dinner. But what your name is and her husband, Loch Ness, went to, and they said they had a great time. Let's give us a chance to start. Just give them a chance to start. So I'm going to tell me something good. Give the black restaurants the chance to get it going and get it going right. Because that dude came all the way from Houston to get a piece of this restaurant money. Have you noticed that restaurants is the new black entertainment? Like, it's a lot, like, around the whole, like, this. I feel like the celebrity chef lifestyle and all of that is all coming to fruition. And Chicago has been the restaurant mecca. Like, where do you go? Like, I want a good dinner. Where you go for a good black dinner? Like, no styrofoam. Like, no styrofoam in the building. No white bags. Where do you go to sit down for a good black meal? Virtue? right? I'm catfished out. But Virtue, I need a place, y'all. Give me a call. Who food is good? You know where I be going right now, man? Have you been to Flav's?
Never.
Man, Joe.
Oh, you know what?
I be going, but I don't go there to sit. But I definitely will order they to go. They got some great lamb chops. They jerk fried. Flav's is good.
Ooh-wee sweet tea. Have you ever heard of like ooh-wee?
I have heard of Ooh-Wee Sweet Tea. I heard they got a restaurant.
Yeah,
Is it sit down?
Yeah.
Really?
It's nice. They got like, you can get any cereal you want. It's like a cereal. It's kind of weird.
I ain't ate cereal in so
I know,
long.
but I'm just saying like how it is. It's like the whole ambiance there. It's a line. I think they open up at 10. If you get there at 10, then you waiting. Like the line starts at about 9:40. And you out there. The food is amazing. It's probably, I wouldn't say it's too high on the price, but it ain't, I wouldn't say not for cheap people, but they expect to spend like $100, to have like
For
a
how
real
many?
good time. For just two people. That ain't bad at all.
They got drinks?
Yeah, they got all that.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Shout out to
Ooh-wee
Ooh-Wee.
sweet,
That's
man.
like they don't be, that's okay. I don't eat cereal. I don't because it's got milk. Now, I used to love, after Riis's story, after the stories we had the post stories, I ain't messing with no cereal because y'all be drinking the milk and pouring it back in there. All right. Tell me something good Friday. On a Friday, even though I got an attitude with her, my girl Jimalita Tillman is doing the Thug Thistle tonight over at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. Now, if you do not know the one and only Rakim, trying to find this text, right? The one and only Rakim and the I Know You Got Soul show with DJ Jazzy Jeff will be there tonight. Doors open at 7 o'clock at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, 4701 South King Drive. Riis, that's not far from your girl. We're going to have to talk about that, the Bronzeville hit and run. We're going to do that next week. But check out the I Know You Got Soul tonight. Rakim and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Then don't forget tomorrow. Our tomorrow happened yesterday. It is an art show at Blanc Art Gallery with new works by Raymond Thomas. Now y'all know where Blanc is, right? 4445 South King Drive. That Blanc is nice. Nice! I be going to the art shows and the art galleries. I be looking. When you go to the art gallery, you got to try and figure out what you're supposed to wear. Like, do you want to be hip or do you want to be like, all right, I'm an art connoisseur and you wear a tie? I'm trying to figure out, or you can go in there and be like, oh, dude, I can see the visions in the pictures, man. You be looking at art. Are you an artiste? You ever go to I used to always want to go to the art galleries because I felt like it meant like I was there. I had arrived. Then I went to them and I realized that the artiste galleries, nowadays they be just doing them to throw parties. Like, I'm at the art gallery and everybody got a glass of wine. You ever been to an art gallery, like an art show?
Just trap art.
What's
like trap art? So it's kind of for
pictures of blunts.
Nah, it's like black art, but they call it like trap art. So it's like black people like bringing their art form. So it may be somebody that do like body paint art, or they may have like art, like it's art in there, but it's not just plain art on the wall. It's all type of art
going on.
Yeah.
Like I might have to do one. We might have to pull one of those.
Yeah, it's called trap. Yeah, trap art. It's
not trapped in the closet.
No. It's just like you said. It's for the black people, and it's kind of like young and urban. So the young people use trap. You know how so they use trap art.
Y'all be smoking up in there and stuff.
Nope. Can't smoke in there. It's like a real art gallery, and they selling clothes art. They selling real art. They selling like if somebody made like pieces of wood, like any type of art form in there and stuff like that. It's pretty dope.
Does anybody here collect art? You buy art? Do you collect art? I got me like 2 pieces.
I got one from my uncle. I mean, my cousin used to paint like way back in the day. I kept his paint. Like I keep like his paint, but other than that, nah. Yeah,
I'm starting to get into the artiste. I want to collect me some art. All right, just tell me something good Friday. Riis, well, let me tell you. I started to tell you some of my good stuff after I told y'all. Don't forget Rakim and Jazzy Jeff tonight at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, and then tomorrow was yesterday, over at Blanc tomorrow night. But it's Tell Me Something Good. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something good. When I was a kid, I used to go to parent-teacher conferences, and I'm going to be honest with you, no matter how good my grades were, I hated parent-teacher conferences. Why did I hate parent-teacher conferences? Because them white women and teachers did not understand me. They did not understand that I needed to be challenged. So at the parent-teacher conferences, they'd be like, he gets great grades, but he just doesn't behave well. He's always talking. Now, not behavior, like I was never disrespectful, but talking would get you a whooping back in the day. So I hated parent-teacher conferences. I went to parent-teacher conferences yesterday for my son, and I got to tell you, I was super proud of him. Because every teacher, first of all, hey, check this out, Tennille. He got a 97 in math. I was like, he's clearly on your side of the line. 97 in math. But every class that we went to, all the teachers were like, man, great student, excellent student. And then we went to the one class, and it made me feel good because they was like, he be in the brother's corner in the back. Now, the teacher was ticking me off a little bit because he was like, you need to keep Maison away from that group of kids over there. Because, when they get together, they get loud and Maison is a really good kid, but you need to keep him away from that group. And I was kind of like, nah, not really. Nah, not really. And it was dope to see that. So it was great to go to school. And you know what was telling me something good? My son thanked me for sending him to the school that he chose. And it was interesting because we were talking about what happened at Marist. And he was like, yeah, I know, and I've heard all of that and all that stuff. But and I'm going to say to my man Brandon, that he did say that he appreciated the educational choices. He said he got to deal with some other stuff, but he was like, it was great. Riis, he said that might have happened at Marist, but the white boys know at our school don't even pull it. He was like, they already know. He was like, at our school, they come from Bridgeport, they come from everywhere, but they already know. Don't pull it, because the black dudes in the school ain't having none of it. And he's like, so it's a wonderful experience. They be like, and he broke it all down to me, and he was like, I'm grateful. He was like, I don't have to worry about anybody coming into the school. And I can go to my stuff, and I can go to and he was like, yeah, there's some racial stuff, but I can handle that. And Riis, it made me feel good, because, people can, everybody got like what sounds good for your kids. Everybody got a suggestion of what they would do, tell you what they would do, how you doing it right and you doing it wrong, why you go to this and you go to that. And it was great to hear my son say, thank you. Right? That I get it. And yeah, that's cool. And I love D Rose and I'll show with her, but I don't. And so he had a real clear and mature understanding. But the best part, Riis, I can't even lie to you, is he was like, they already know not to try that at our school. They already know, which meant it made me feel some kind of way, because after the Deontay Wilder fight, I was thinking, I asked him, I said, hey man, any of the kids come back to school? He said, nah, everybody was ready on Monday. Like, ain't no Deontay Wilder around here. Keep it moving. So that was my tell me something good. One more tell me something good. Oh, you said we got somebody on the phone? Tell me something good, caller. You on the Maze Jackson show.
Peace, Maze. Brother Anthony in Atlanta.
Brother Anthony Muhammad, what's up to our unofficial, soon-to-be official Atlanta chapter president? What up?
That's right. All is well, man. Shout out to Maison. Shout out to Brother Brandon. I just want to say, man, don't forget this Sunday is the KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane versus.
Oh,
That's,
man. You know what? I don't want that to be the verses. I don't want Big Daddy Kane going against KRS-One. I ain't going to even lie. Because I feel like they two of my heroes growing up. And I feel like they genres are a little different. Now, given all of that, I do feel like KRS-One is going to hurt Big Daddy Kane.
Well, Big Daddy Kane, I don't know if you follow him on Instagram. He pretty much been saying he's been phone silent. He ain't taking no calls. So he seems like he's trying to really tap into another layer of focus. So I'm sure he's going to bring it, on Sunday. But other than that, man, I just really wanted to say how I really love the Den, man. Like, as much as we joke around and when it comes to stuff that you be raising in terms of the politics and stuff like that, we get fired up and we, you know what I'm saying? But the way we challenge each other, like even Tennille in the comments today, really challenging us to think on a more granular level when it comes to some of the asks that we are putting out there from politicians and stuff like that. So I really appreciate the community that's being developed because of what you have put forth. And I really appreciate you, Brother Mays, for not only putting forth the platform, but how you give brothers like Riis and Sister Ruthie and the young people, something to stand up on, man. So every week, man, what's in it for the Black People Media is always something that's part of my Feel Good Fridays. Just wanted to shout everybody out, man. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Peace and blessings to you all.
Peace and blessings to you. That is Brother Anthony Muhammad all the way from the A. Well, he don't live in the A. You can't be like, you from the A. You live in the country outside the A. Hey, man, I remember when that brother's name was Tony Rome. We used to look at it because he first came down to U of I. We was like, man, who is these? Then I realized that Tony and I had some things in common, so we always was cool. And it's great to see the growth. Hey, man, that was almost 30 years ago. Shoot. And you see this brother on the Den every day. I got to tell you, I do love the Den. I don't like the infiltrators, but that's why they be hiding. I was feeling like they'd be like, if this Lion's Den, Scar was in the Lion's Den this week and got his ass kicked out, was the Hyenas got their asses kicked out too. Shout out to the Den. Much love to the Den. Much love to What Your Name Is, who is always sending me words of encouragement offline. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all y'all that be hitting me up. Shout out to my man John Austin. Shout out to everybody that understands. Shout out to everybody that understands. Riis, tell me something good, dog. What you got, man?
You know what? I don't even know, man. Nothing offhand, man, to be honest. I guess every day I'm alive is a blessing. So that's always to tell me something good. And, I'm just appreciative now. You know what? I'd tell you something good, man. This weekend is Sweetest Day. So
is it?
Yeah, so let me tell you something. If your lady, if you don't get your man nothing, man, I know I got a part of my show where I give you the week whole Wednesday. I'm giving everybody that don't get their man that. Look at the clock. I got you.
No, you got it. You got it.
At the time. But I just think, man, as a black man or just men in general, I feel like, I don't know if it's for all, but, it's very rare that we get told, like, thank you or something. Like, we do it because we supposed to do it, because that's part of us. So I say this weekend, my girl is actually, doing something for me for this weekend. So that's something good, and I'm appreciative. All the work I do, she said I'm always working. So she going to work around my schedule, and when I'm open, she going to take me out, a little mani-pedi, some dinner, something like, so that's my, tell me something good. Right
That's
there.
dope. That's dope.
So
I be feeling, I ain't gonna go there, but I think so I'm not big on holidays. I don't care about cards. I don't care about all that stuff. I didn't used to care about it. I do think that I forgot today. This weekend was Sweetest Day, and I would say I forgot it. It was Sweetest Day, but I also would say that I do think for all that we hear, I think there's a lot of good brothers out there. that put it down for their families, put it down for their people, put it down for everything. And I often hear, all men ain't nothing, and we hear about but ladies, do something for your man this weekend. I ain't going to even front. I think that's true. Because it's like we either make it look easy or we never talk about it. We just do it, right? It's funny, I think about Chris Rock. Nobody say, Dad, thanks for the lights. Thanks for the rent.
What did he say? He said, men are the only one that are not loved unconditionally. He said,
right.
A dog is loved unconditionally.
Man, bro. I don't even want to get, we don't even got to go to that one. I just be thinking so I do, for all the fellas out there, all the ladies out there, if your man do you right, do right by him this weekend. Do something. Do something nice. You know what I'm saying? And everything don't cost money. Right? Bake him a cake. Well, that might cost some money. You know what I'm saying? But, if you be on the recipient end all the time, you be out to think when the last time you bought dinner? When the last time you had to actually? Yeah, it's a good thing. Hey.
I'm going to start playing the organ and I was looking for that dun.
Nah, I ain't going to even do it because I'm going to let that be. Bears versus Packers. This weekend, Justin Fields, he not caught up in the hype. I am excited to see how this goes. You know how it goes. But I still am fired up for the football. We had a lot of great meetings this week. Yesterday was a tough one. Good Lord, I had meetings from the beginning to the end, to the end, to the beginning. But I made it through. And so I'm excited about that. I get to spend some time with my son this weekend. He probably going to be mad because I'm going to be like, we got to do some work. But I get to spend some time, man. We're going to get our drive on. We're going to get on the road. So y'all be careful. If you see us if you see a silver Camry coming, get out our way. Because old MJ got lead foot. I be like, dog.
Yes, sir. I'm getting hit by that. I know they got some money.
That's the Camry. Let me tell you. If you get hit, I'm going to tell him, back up. Dead man tell no tales. Son, if you hit him, finish it. I used to tell people, you came over to I used to have this flight of steps at my old office, and it would be and it was super steep. It might have been a 60-degree angle. And people would be like, oh my God, I'm going to fall down these steps. And I ain't going to even lie. We had people that would be drinking, and they would fall down the steps on their way out. And it was a bad fall. Bad one. And I would always look down and be like, you either better play dead or walk off. Because if you try to sue me, I'm going to come down there, I'm going to have to kill you. Right? So if you get hit, we just going to back up. I'm going to be like, don't mind the bump. Boom. You need to hit 4 of them, though. That means you got them with all, you got them with all 8 tires. Right? So that
you know it's sure.
You know you straight. Oh, I'm terrible.
Somebody said finish him.
Finish him. Come over here. Now, y'all. This is the Mace Jackson Show. It's been a great week. I want to thank everybody for everything that you do. I want to send a big shout out to my good friend Alderman Walter Burnett and his wife Darlena. They are traveling out of town to intern her sister. So shout out to Darlena Williams Burnett. Hey, y'all. I need y'all to send a big a prayer up for President Carrie K. Steele. She goes today in front of the Democratic Party for what they call pre-slating. Y'all know I got to stay away. But y'all know y'all feel like y'all want to go down there and look. Y'all should, because they letting the press in. But my wife is running to be the Cook County assessor, and you're not going to probably hear me talk a lot about it on the show because they are going to do everything they can to utilize me to work against my wife. And that's a lot of pressure, right? It's just a lot of pressure to want the best for your wife and the best for your people, and the people that they got to deal with. So you're not going to hear me talk about it a lot. But what I do want y'all to do is send a prayer up, because today she goes in front of the party to present her credentials, even as her opponent continues to play black folks in the Southland. And so I want y'all to send a prayer of protection, strength. Please, y'all know that I'm a catalyst. So there are a lot of people that are trying to utilize me against her. Y'all see I have not been talking about it. I'm trying to not be a problem. But I do want y'all, it is to Tell Me Something Good Friday, because I'm proud of my wife. I'm proud of everything that she's done. I'm proud of her brains. I'm proud of her even embarking upon this journey to, man, try and bring some, and I hate to use the word equity, but try to bring some fairness to this property tax system, the system that they use to rape, rob, and pillage our communities while other communities continue. You know, everything I say, right, they taping it now. And they're hoping for me to step. They want me to say something about some group or something that they can exacerbate. And it's tough. Y'all, and I'm going to need y'all prayers too. But today I need y'all to send a special one up. Special prayer up for my wife as she presents her credentials today. She going, and that dude is going too. Hey, can I tell y'all too, he be trying to, can I just say this? Because I'm going to need y'all to have a squad. Because, you know, every time she's a lady. And you know how dudes be trying to do intimidating stuff without, and then they be like, what? What are you talking about? You know, like walking up behind you and all type of stuff, or trying to stand close to try. I need y'all to have your eyeballs peeled. I need y'all, look, we got a hedge of protection from God, but I need a hedge of protection from black people too. And so I need y'all to pray for my wife as she embarks upon this journey. A lot of people out there, can't think of anybody that don't like care, but it's a lot of people that don't like me. And the only opportunity they have to get at me is through my wife, which is why, y'all, I'm trying to be cool, but I need y'all to pray for us. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Riis, you got anything else? We got anybody on the line? Everybody, all hearts clear? All right. Well, for Maze and Riis, Ruthie, sometimes Todd. Todd, Todd called me and told me he was coming this week. No, he really did.
No, he did.
Riis, I can show you in my call log, Todd said he was coming today on Friday. He said he was tired last week, and I was not going to take his name off, right? But then he faked me out again.
Yeah, you might be gone, Todd. You might.
Well, he did. I could show it. I got it.
I know, Todd. Monday, it might be a different banner, Todd.
Okay, man, you might wake up and, I'm sorry. We might have a Todd cartoon, right? We might make him a cartoon and put him in the logo. He used to be. We might put him a little, we could put him in the green spot right here. He just be sitting there like little Todd. Right there, just sit in the green spot. Maybe we'll just have somebody come and draw it on the wall, or, disrespect. I said I was too being petty. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze and Riis, Ruthie and Todd, I am the host asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal.